Dear President, dear speakers, dear guests, today we are going to talk about the short-term study programs. And short-term study programs are popular for their flexibility, making the accessibility to individuals, for the students with or for those who would be the schedules or those seeking to explore a new field without committing to a long-term academic pursuits. And today, our the experts will share with you the numerous benefits of the short-term study programs with the best practices. And the head of the short-term study programs in Istanbul Aydın University, dear Gürkan Donat, he will be talking about the best practices, which is really successful in this area. Here you are, dear Gürkan Bey.
Thank you very much, Sarina. Dear distinguished members of Euras, dear partners and colleagues from all around the world, welcome to our webinar on short-term study programs. In fact, this webinar is about making of the short-term study programs. So I prepared some of the key features in before you prepare your short-term study program, and I will explore on this issue throughout the slides that I prepared for you. But before I move on to that, allow me to introduce myself and why we are considered to be one of the panelists in this webinar, which honors us, in fact, dearly. So my name is Gürkan Donat, and I started at Istanbul Aydın University back in 2013. And as of beginning of 2014, we started with summer school, which the first sample of the short-term study program while I was in charge. And soon afterwards, we added the winter school and the spring school to this series. They are called Delightful Istanbul, and which has now become a worldwide known brand name of our short-term study programs at Istanbul Aydın University. So it's been nearly 10 years, and we have completed tens of programs. Our alumni, the graduates, reached nearly 2,000, and our participating universities from all around the world reached 120. We have three aims in preparing those winter, summer, and spring schools. And they are, as far as I'm concerned, they are all very important. First aim is to bring students from different countries in an environment where multiculturalism is very important, and in a very multicultural environment. And we have succeeded this because the last summer school, for instance, there were about 29 different countries participated with 152 students. So the student participating in our programs really learn, maybe first time in their life, meet with another student who is studying probably in the same field, but the first time they see it from a different country. A Mexican student is meeting the first time perhaps an Indonesian student or a Chinese student. A student from Switzerland meeting first time student from Azerbaijan, for instance. So throughout the short term, which is like 2 weeks, they learn a lot from their cultures. They make friendships which last for their lifelong. But more important of that is that they understand their cultures, they understand their traditions. And as far as I am, and I know that as far you would agree on this with me, that nowadays in today's world, it's very important that our students become more aware individuals in terms of other cultures, other nations, and they will become a very good citizen and understand the value of the different cultures from other countries. And this serves greatly to the peace of the world. So I think we are succeeding in this in Delightful Istanbul. Second objective and the second aim is that we are delivering high quality courses where students can take during their holiday season, either in summer, winter, or during the Easter break. So while they are having holiday, at the same time, they dive deep into a subject which is falling in their interest in the same field of study. Not necessarily, they can also enjoy a fine arts program as well. And they learn deeply throughout this 2 weeks, because each subject is given 50 course hours throughout the 2 weeks period. And they are able to return home with transcripts, then they can transfer the credits they earn. And thirdly, as I said, that they are on their vacation as well throughout those short-term study programs. They discover places. One of the most beautiful city in the world is Istanbul. I'm not saying because I was born here, but it's a well-known fact, as Napoleon Bonaparte once said, that if world would have been one nation, Istanbul would be the capital. So for those of you who haven't visited us yet, Istanbul yet, once in your life, you should not miss this chance visiting Istanbul. So the students learn a lot, discover the top attractions, not only in Istanbul, but we organize this program in other cities such as Antalya and Cappadocia. So this is a brief introduction of what we are doing at Istanbul Aydın University. Allow me to share my screen, and I'll show you a sample. So this is this webinar is how to prepare a short-term study program. So making of the short-term study program, or you could say behind the scenes of short-term study programs. In other words, winter, spring, and summer schools. So some universities have only summer schools. Some universities, many universities have summer and winter schools. We have introduced recently a spring school as well, which I think has proved to be very successful indeed. So my first advice is to prepare a website of your own. So many samples around the world, that universities, they are running their summer schools. They are introducing their summer schools under their main website, under the university's main website, which we also do, but we leave a link there. So if you go in the, for instance, at Istanbul Aydın University's main website, under the international and short-term study programs, if you click it, it will automatically take you to this page, which is our main short-term study programs page of Istanbul Aydın University. So the good examples are always coming with their own website. In this website, you can see there is the home page where we announce the closest program, which is the upcoming program that is open for registration, for instance. and also some of the previous programs news, and there's always a video to play so that the audience can really enjoy, because it's not looking at the screen and read it with lots of readings, but they can actually watch a funny video showing how the program went in the previous years. And also about your university, you can, of course, spare a separate page, and then we divide it under winter, spring, and summer. And when you come here, you see the details of the program, the testimonials, the gallery, and frequently asked questions. And under the details of the program, there's the application page, the courses, the fees, the social activity program, accommodation, which is very important. All students are very much interested, and their families are very much interested where their students will be accommodated. Is it safe? Is it comfortable? Those are the important details, and also the COVID-19 precautions that we always announce. So, and there's the same details are there for spring and summer, and then there's the contact details. So if we go to the winter, for instance, which is our upcoming program, let's check the application page. And here, there's the application button. If the students click it, it should be as simple as that. I mean, sometimes the universities send us and announce their winter schools. They announce their short-term study programs. And it is sometimes quite complicated, because you go in the main university's page, and then there are so many information hidden in the web page, and then you go in the winter school or the summer school, and then you can hardly find how to apply in this program. So it needs to be very practical and very simple process, this application process. For instance, in our winter school, in all our short-term study programs, we announced that the application is very, very simple. It's with a click of a button. You click this button, I'll just show you a sample, and then you say, okay, I agree, it's an announcement. And there it comes, this application form. It is filled within minutes, and there are only 3 forms to be uploaded. A passport size photo, a copy of the passport, and the student certificate, which could be a student ID card with a validity date on, or a certificate that is obtained from the student's home university that said student is currently enrolled at university. This is our rule. You could have different rules in your universities. Our rule is that all participants must be enrolled at their home university, in a university, whether they are undergraduate or postgraduate. They are all welcome. They need to have an English level to be able to follow the course, and that's it. They upload these 3 documents there, and they just simply click "I'm not a robot" sign, and then just save changes. That means it is already sent to us. So, okay, come back here. So, just a second. I just want this one here. All right. So, in the courses section, you present all the courses that are that you are offering in the short-term study programs. But there is an important detail here. It's not enough to announce the name of the course and the ECTS, that the value of the course is. But also you need to, when you click here, as you can see, we introduce the professor who is delivering the course description, the learning outcomes, the objectives, and who can participate if there are any prerequisites. The professor prepares this page, by the way. We always obtain it from the lecturer or the professor of the designed course. And there are recommended books, for instance, and even a curriculum of the 10-day, it's a 2 weeks program, but 10-day, the course, I mean, the class days are 10 days. And plus, you can also put an ECTS calculation here, just to show you the sample, how it is. So this is very practical because the students, they can download this piece of information and then show it to their professors, show it to their departments, and they can get approval of the credit transfer before they even apply in the winter school or the summer school. So it is very, very practical and very important indeed. Okay. And we have this valid for all the different courses that we are offering. So let's move on. We go to, and then the fees section, which is also important. You need to tell what's included in the fee, how much you're asking, and what this fee covers. This needs to be very clear because these are the questions the families are always asking. And it's also important to announce what is not included. So this is, in other words, it really is the answer what the program fee covers. So in our case, the program fee does not cover the airfares, for instance, the individual airport transfers, optional sightseeing tours, lunches and dinners, and travel insurance, which is usually the case around the world, that no short-term study programs cover such. I mean, there are, of course, exceptions, but mainly that's the case. So furthermore, we also announced the social activity program, what students can enjoy other than the course hours. So the program is a mixture of the cultural tour and also the study tour. So it's very rich in culture. You need to announce your social activities, how this activity is designed, what it contains, and when it is going to take place, how the students can enroll in those activities. All of this information should be revealed under the social activity program. Accommodation, as I said, is very important. This is the sample of our upcoming winter school. It's always important to show the photo of the premise where the students will be staying. And it needs to be a real photo, I mean, a recently taken photo, not from 10 years ago or so. And what are the terms and conditions throughout the accommodation? For instance, just to give you an example, we say in Antalya, the students will be staying in this hotel. There are other, I mean, you can put several photos in this section to show the students really, I mean, they really need to get the experience before they even come. And also, what are the terms and conditions? For instance, they will be staying in the triple rooms. If they want to stay in the single rooms, that means they need to pay an extra. But this is the this is the what is included in the program. They stay in the triple rooms, the timing of the check-in and the check-out, and what is the meal plan. In this example, it's all inclusive basis. All the meals, all the snacks and soft drinks are included. Of course, non-alcoholic beverages are included. This is the Istanbul part, for instance. So, you can also put testimonials in your website, which is very important. Students need to hear from other previously attended students' experiences, and they need to be in their own wording. So this is very important. Even their families pay attention to those testimonials from the students. Mind you, the other day, I even checked the World Wide Web if there are any, other commands or, like complaints or so in the website. So from time to time, you can also do that, because it doesn't mean that you put the testimonial on your website means that this is the only comment that the students make about your program. They could put it on the YouTube, they could put it on the Google or in the complaint portals or so. Luckily, we had no any complaint about our previous programs. So that's about our website, but that's not all I'm going to tell you about. In fact, I'd like to tell you about, okay, one second. Okay, so I explained a lot about how to prepare a short-term study program, but this is also, let's go through step by step. Okay, in this presentation, I'm going to briefly tell you about the structure of the short-term study programs, good and bad examples, effects of short-term study programs on students' recruitment, other advantages of preparing a short-term study program, how to better promote, your short-term study program. Are there any different tools? Financial aspects, how to plan them more cost-efficient, collaboration for short-term study programs. Okay. So I just mentioned earlier what our purposes were. Our purpose were to, threefolds. I don't want to tell you again our aims in preparing the short-term study programs. The ideal duration, what would be the ideal duration of your short-term study programs? Preparation of the ideal package, the cost factor, incentives, marketing tools, collaborating with other institutions. So we will briefly talk about those topics. There are also, other than winter, spring, and summer schools, there are also other short-term study programs. They are tailor-made ones. So if your partner university or a group of students from another university demand you to prepare a specific course for them, this also falls under the category of short-term study program. But other than that, what we call mainly the short-term study programs are winter, summer, and spring schools, education and cultural activities. In some universities, it could be delivered educational and cultural camps. It could be in the form of a camp as well. Okay, so what would be the ideal duration? There are Well, it depends on the geography, where your university is located, but main dictating factor of the duration is the calendar of your prospective student, of the universities where your prospective students are coming. So the calendars are really dictating the time of the length of your short-term study programs. My experience, the ideal duration for winter and for summer are 2 weeks. But if you deliver a language course, it could also fall under the short-term study programs. 4 weeks program would also be ideal. But we tried 4 weeks summer school as well, but we decided that 2 weeks is the best length in terms of the students' motivation, their focus, their concentration are much better throughout 2 weeks. 3 and 4 weeks are a little bit too long in our case, but as I said, these are not, I'm just sharing our experiences, so these are not, the rules written somewhere. 1 week program we are implementing during the Easter break, because the Easter break is usually around 1 week. So that's why we prepared the Easter during the Easter break a spring school, which is taking place in Cappadocia, and it's kind of a camp. Too short for long distance travelers. Yes, if you consider that you're accepting students from all around the world, the flight costs, especially nowadays where the oil prices are skyrocket high, it's very risky. So it's in most cases more than your program fee. The students are paying for their travel. So as I said, 2 weeks are for summer and winter are ideal, and 1 week for short, it's like a camp for Easter break. 3 weeks, ideal for both short and long distance travelers. Advantages as well for cost factor. And they also get the chance to learn the subject more in depth. But the 3 weeks program, because of its length, the total cost would be naturally higher, because the accommodation is now 3 weeks. All the other costs are, much more than 2 weeks. So it's again up to you, but we preferred it in 2 weeks program. Okay, preparation of the package. A short study program package can consist of the following items: the course selection for the academic part. First, the academic, the cost, the lectures, the course hours, and all the cost rising because of the course you are delivering. The accommodation is the other main cost factor. You could use hotels, dormitories, hostels, family stay. Some universities, they have the advantage of very large hostel and dormitory facilities, and this is a great advantage. So if you are from a university where you have plenty of accommodation possibilities, you could use it in designing your short-term study programs, because the students really don't mind as long as the accommodation is clean, safe, and the better if it's cheap. We do not ask the accommodation separately. Some universities ask the accommodation separately, but my recommendation is always, put everything together and ask for one fee. Do not separate the accommodation. So there are other possibilities like hostels, family stay as well. And there nowadays I come across with some samples where the even Airbnb is an alternative in terms of accommodation. In our case, we use hotels and also hostels in our short-term study programs. The cultural activities, museum visits, what is included in the program is another cost factor. You should always design your short-term study programs together with some inclusiveness of a social program. Do not leave all your social activities as a separate charge. Include some of the social activity programs within the main package, which is much more attractive for the potential participants. Extra services, airport pickup, delivery, orientation program, mentor assignment, tour guides, museum entrances, and museum cards are left to your choice. You can add this to spice your short-term study programs even further. Okay, I will finish in 5 minutes. So these are the very last slides. The cost of the package may depend on numerous different factors. It should not be very cheap, but it should be the price should be high enough to be able to provide your potential participants a quality program. In our case, all our programs, thanks to our university, is subsidized to a certain extent by the university. So we are lucky on that, so that we can offer much reasonable prices to our prospective students. I've already talked about this, the accommodation, meal expenses, and transportation. They all affect the cost of the program. Adding incentives is always benefits, and it's always recommended. So, for instance, we have incentives such as offering scholarships to your partner universities. The scholarships can be offered in upfront, or they can be conditional scholarships, such as if a certain amount of students are enrolling from the same university, you can give 50% or full scholarships to a number of students. Early registration discounts, which is very commonly used, group discounts, additional services offered for free, like spare rooms, free excursions, and finally, you can even extend this incentives by inviting the close, your close partner universities, your colleagues who can, serve in promoting your program, who would be helpful for your program. You can invite them and offer them scholarship as well. How to market the program? Announcing and promoting the program is playing a crucial role in the success of the program. Nowadays, there are many portals around the world that they either charge, or some of them are just listing your programs, which I recommend, and what we do as well. We always list our short-term study programs in a number of study portals where they are expert in short-term study programs, like Summer School Europe, you all know, is one of them. And also announcing what is the updates about the program regularly to your close partners and as many universities as possible regularly plays an important role. But for this, you need to make everything ready at least eight months before the program's commencement date. So those announcements and the regular emailings must be taking place months before, because the students need time, their families need time to think it over, and it usually takes few months. Well, participating in international conferences, preparing the leaflets, brochures, and flyers are always a good way of promoting the program. Plus, digital posters are now very popular. Don't forget to send digital posters where your colleagues around the world can easily print them out and announce the program in print to their students. Effective use of social media is a must, and ITS is a very good example of how they use social media. Mr. Wahyu will be taking the floor from me, and he will probably elaborate more on this social media. So the preparing a well-structured website, I have already talked about in the beginning of my presentation. How to collaborate with on short-term study programs. What we do is for instance, at Istanbul Aydın University, we do reciprocal promotions. So if a university wants to promote, because we have like 45,000 students and we are a very good market for many universities, and we are willing to send our students abroad for summer and winter schools. So they like to promote their winter schools and their summer schools here at Istanbul Aydın University. But what we say, okay, we do that, but please, in return, please do promote our short-term study programs to your students. This is our, in a way, kind request and like a hidden condition behind it. In this way, it's a reciprocal process or win-win situation, and it is very effective. Offering scholarships and discounts for a number of students, number of seats, inviting staff as observers from the partner institutions, always very effective tool. Exchanging guest lecturers, yes, you can do that as well. Or recently, we've decided to run a joint program, one of the course under the summer school, for instance, will be delivered by two lecturers from two different universities. So this is another way of collaborating and plus at the same time promoting the program. So thank you very much for listening to me. I hope it was productive for you.
Thank you, dear Gürkan Bey. Thank you for you. Welcome, dear Muhammad Wahyu. We have actually in the question and answer section, the questions, 2 questions, but Amir Sajat Bey, I would love just to inform you that of course, our guest speakers, they will be answering all these questions, but right after the finalizing their presentation or speeches, so no worries. If anyone else, they have their questions, please don't hesitate to write there. We will be just happy to answer your questions. Yeah, once again, welcome, dear Wahyu. It's an honor to have you here with us.
Hello. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah, thank you. So the floor is yours. We are with you.
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, thank you so much, and I really apologize that I need to change the sequence because I just got from flight. Thank you so much, brother, Mr. Gulkan Donat, for willing to go first. So let me share my best practice, which is actually I already expected that Mr. Gurkan already share some very good example program di level Istanbul, and we also collaborate together. So again, my name is Wahyu. I'm from ITS Surabaya, Indonesia, and I'm here to share about short-term study program best practice. What we call is from ITS of Compact program. So allow me as well to introduce. I'm from ITS, stand from Institute Teknologi 10 November, or ITS, yeah, who's located in Surabaya, Indonesia. So this is just very preview. It's about of us. Yeah, so now we already have 8 faculty who mostly engineering, art, science, but starting this year we already have medicine. Okay, so in terms of the international program, actually in IPS we already divided into 7 types of the program. Yeah, like this mobility, teacher, research, double degree, international internship, compact, study excursion, and as well extended classroom. But now we are focused to the how we do some best practice short-term program. I hope that my share today it will be complete with other, with in line with others particular, because I don't know for the other two, but I'm very know well what Mr. Gurkan. So hopefully some other things is didn't explain, but Mr. Gurkan will be complete by myself. Okay, well, basically when we talk about the short-term program, we should know about the structured plan. Yeah, so what actually the purpose? Yeah, I need to mention that in this case, in this stage, ITS purpose short program is focused to the promoting of our faculty, promoting of our expertise. So we put some praise in some fees for the summer program or all the short-term program, but actually that's the basic fees that we cannot cover because we are public university. Lost some to how like to adjustment the fees in order to cover all the summer program. So we still didn't find like some surplus, focus to the some surplus, but we are focused to how we are increasing the partnership or mobilities, or how we using of the short-term program, with the purpose the short-term program to maintain the activities between partner, the maintain activities to make active of our student, and that's so they're using the same strategy like most of our program actually offer for scholarship. But we are trying to make sure, for example, like only one each partner for each program, or if you already get this year, maybe you will get again in next year. So if you already get the winter, maybe it will be difficult for the summer. So it's same strategy like Mr. Gurkan mentioned. It's about your purpose. So first of all, when you decided to have short-term program, you need to know actually what's the main purpose. You need to know why, what, who, when, where, about it hoping, so you already have some things in your mind that okay, when we design your program, this is of our purpose. As I mentioned again, our in ITS Indonesian side, our purpose is to expose of our faculty, expose our expertise, expose that ITS have this expertise, have this faculty staff who have a really great research about this matter. So this is the type of the shared program test. For example, like in ITS, we have some shared program who have collaborated with the interdisciplinary activities between academia, government, and communities. So this is the example, like we do combining hybrid. So they do some classes in hybrid first, in online first, and then when we come in ITS, they have 3 weeks to implement what they already do. This is the focus to, like, for example, wastewater, how to build some engineering, civil. So mostly when they come here is focused to implementation what they already have in their class before. So this one is collaboration between Surabaya government with Taiwan University, and as well doing ITS as the counterpart, for the academics. And then we also have something related to the healthcare technology. This is combination as well, hybrid and online. So how like we trying for our short-term program is in line with the government program, solving program related to the healthcare technology. So when they are in Belgium, in Indonesia, we give them some data analytics regarding the condition about this disability in Indonesia, in Surabaya especially, and then we combine the program. So this is what our need. So This is the example. And then this is also example, one of our short-term program collaboration between academia. So this one and industry. Yeah, so that one is academia and industry. So we using a very popular topic currently, blue energy and blue economy. So the condition is same. So the online first, we held some online meeting first for the class. And then when they come to the Indonesia, they just implement it, and they're trying to connect with the industry who have a GSR program or who have the same program, same purpose, yeah, with us. So in this case, for example, the blue energy, we have Aquaterra and National Electrical. So that's of our purpose we are trying to give. There's also some program who actually only focus to this to increasing the collaborative between the government, implementation of government. So all the cases is provided by the case government, and then we just put it as of our study case, yeah, between the participant. This is what we're gonna do. Yeah, and then we also have some program to create postgraduate students who would like to focus so they can increasing their ability to research. Yeah, so this program example that we combining to design our short program too, because we know the purpose is to increasing of our postgraduate students. So again, when we design a short program, we need to know about the focus that one, so we can reach of our purpose. Yeah, and then this is some example, another short-term program which is actually already put in our character. Yeah, we have Society 5.0 with T15 ideas, and then unveiling the future great urban place in Asia, smart ocean, anthropology exploration kampung, and 300. So in ITS itself, when we talk about the short-term based program, we need to know the structure first, and then we need to reach all of our needs, and we need to involving of our level of the department, of course, the level of student, and so on. So this is the basic things when we talk about short-term program. And then from this one, we also can get very good takeaways. Yeah, for example, like, currently, so if we do some online program, we know that our friend from China cannot using Google product access, and then some of the participants from US, Europe, they're more interested in language culture. This is what we're gonna do. The example after conducting several of the program online or even offline. Now we also would like to share, yeah, about one of our what we call is flagship program, which is actually I also do this strategy, yeah, with this program to collaborate with Mr. Gurkan, of course, with of our partner is the Compact, yeah, the constant from community and technological camp. Well, basically, this one is a short course for design international participant from all over the world. Well, when we running this program, in our mind at that time, because we always think how we can also not only asking for something, but we give them something. So that's why, to be honest, we using this program as our bargain discussion. Yeah, when, for example, after we get a free scholarship or free money opportunity from our partner, now it's our turn to give them the same opportunity if they are very difficult to join a long-term exchange. So this is the one of the example. One of the way, yeah, we creating of our cooperation. So just very good, and then which is actually already held this program since 2012 and already raised many issue. This is the most point because of our compact is commitment to raise the issue in Surabaya in East Java. Yeah, that's why the tagline before is mostly community. And then currently of our program have face-to-face insight and highlight. Insight and highlight is happen between in January, February, and then we also have July and August. Why we need to moving it? Because we know the break the break, summer or winter break from our partner is different. So that's why we have program in January and then end of February, end of July, and end August in order to accommodate it all the partner, even the online, because we know some partners still very difficult to come here. So we decided to help the compact online. And then we also have some branding. If we call about insight and highlight, is talking about more academics, but we also over like some related to the branding. If we talk about Compact Nusantara, which means we focus to the culture of Indonesia, we also have Compact Exploration, which means we focus to one of the very topic, yeah, certain topic, for example, like disaster management, risk management, and so on. Another one is integrated initiative. When we using integrated initiative, which means we collaborated with other university, either in Indonesia or in non-Indonesia. So as I mentioned before, yeah, this is also our program. When we create this program, Compact is a flagship. So we using the program as our branding. Yeah, again, it's branding, not to find the surplus. Branding, increasing the mobility. So that's why you need to know the structure plan when you help this short program. Yes, and then since 2012, we already have 1,300 participants from 57 countries, and this is some gallery of the Compact. This is even in the class, and this is the some program who point to the Surabaya city to increasing the small medium enterprise or some communities in Surabaya. Well, this is some just sharing about the which also over various topic, and I believe we do some strategy with Mr. Gurkan. We're using the very attractive name for the course. Example, social networks in action, Ring of Fire. When we talk about Indonesia, it's about Ring of Fire, right? Because we actually the course is related to teaching them about the volcanoes and also disaster in Indonesia, but we're using the Ring of Fire, yeah, in order to attract some student willingness. Or also we ever using the name is build your own car or build your own ship. Yeah, so we using the combination name, which is we thought that maybe it will be easy to attract partner or students. Yeah, so that's why which is I believe Mr. Gurukhan already mentioned before, the syllabus content of the short program in your promotion is very important, to give them content, to give them insight about what you're gonna do regarding of this program. And then of course using some supporting activities, such as in our Compact program, one of the supporting activities is trip to the Bromo Mountain, the most iconic volcanoes. So we keep it there as one of our attractiveness, yeah, when we join this program. Yeah, and then this is of our result before. Yeah, I already presentation my paper in the QS Apple in Korea in 5 years ago. And then we also have cooperation with like some government agency. We have local partner government agency, because I understood that several of our supporting partner cannot be found in ITS. So thanks to ITS, they are public government. So we are trying to have a government agency for some cases, and well, society and community or school. Yeah, so we also like to show them, because this is community, we show them how we like working together with of our society, community, and school. At the same time, we give them reputation as well to the Surabaya and Indonesia, about that even we have international program, but we still in line with the program from the local Indonesia or Surabaya. This is also some, now I'm talking, sharing about some promotion, marketing your short program. Yeah, so it's very important to have some short-term program in several of language. To be honest, when we have the short program, I even made some video from my student who can speak Japanese or who can speak Korean, and then I have Kakao Talk, I have WeChat, I have Line, I have several of all the channel, Telegram, and so on, in order to make easy of our communication. When I talk to my China friends, I'm using WeChat and Bilibili.com. I'm not using YouTube, I'm not using Google Drive. Whenever I go to the Philippines, mostly I'm using Facebook. I go to Japan, I'm using email. So you need to know the character of each partner in order to help you to promoting your market share program. Like this is the example how I go to the department. Yeah, until now I got support from the Commission of Higher Philippines, including make some program in Japanese language. Yeah. So of course, I'm using our consortium. Currently, it has have involving in several consortium such as UMAP, and then yeah, hopefully we can join the Euras soon as the member. So we can as well using the channel of our consortium. And then the power of alumni is very important. Yeah, I believe Mr. The level standard as well using the same. Yeah, the power of alumni is very important. How we using their testimony, their support. Like this is example, very simple request that when they already finished, help them. I asking them for help to help me to make some promotion. Yeah, even testimony, some picture are related to support of this program, yeah, or like they sharing about the video or some video testimony or some picture who make to show you about your very goodness of your partner, yeah, about the greatness from your market program, because this is short program, not exchange program, so we need to put more effort in order to marketing, yeah, and then how we using designing program testimony and put in your channel, yeah, YouTube channel or WeChat or Line or Instagram or TikTok. Yeah, we even made some TikTok, even the video. So this is the some effort that I would like to share regarding prospect. Last but not least, this is upcoming program. But my focus not to promoting about my next program. Of course, I hope everyone here can enjoy the program. But this is the example. Currently, this happened, yeah, this evening, yeah. We have virtual contact. The virtual contact in this time, we starting in Indonesia's time start from 7 p.m. Why? Because we need to reach our partner from Colombia, Argentina, Mexico, so they can join. Yeah, and I'm using the name is Let's Dance Together, which is actually the purpose of the purpose is to explore the dance of Indonesia, but I'm using the tagline. I'm using attractiveness, and I received more than 100, almost 100 participants to join this virtual program, and most of them is lecturer and the students, yeah, and as well from Indonesian Embassy supporting us to promoting, because I already told them that if your university have a partner, you can send like 5 until 10 students, 500 participants in order to increasing of our collaboration. So this is the example, and then this is the amazing, the next one, like using smart materials, Internet of Things, because we thought that some courses still in, stuff is very popular. And the next one in January virtual is let's talk about 100 folk tales of legend story in Indonesia. So we are trying to focus how we explore Indonesia through the folk tale story or legend or horror story that we think is more attractive for them to know more about ITS. But of course, when we talk about the content, is mostly to explore not only Indonesia, but our main purpose is to promoting of ITS program. I think that's all from myself to share. Hopefully, it can be complete with other presentation either on Mr. Gurkar or the next presenter. So I focus is about you should know what's your main purpose when you preach a program, when you share the program, so you can reach. Yeah, again I mentioned in our ITS side we didn't find purpose for the short program, but it's really to expose all of our what we have in ITS. Yeah, the students, the staff, even the faculty staff, and some a very interesting story, so they can come to Surabaya or ITS. My name is Wahyu. Thank you so much for hearing to me. Terima kasih.
Thank you, Dr. Wahyu. You were like amazing. Thank you. Such a great presentation with full of energy and such a excitement. So we were really happy to hear you. And if you don't mind, please, there is some questions in underline. So if we can start with you, Gökhan Bey. So Amir Sajjad Bey, he was asking that how do you suggest an institution located in a non-European region to offer the courses with ECTS credits? That was the first question.
Mm-hmm. Well, ITS is a very good example of a non-European region, and there are many examples. There are many short-term study programs offered in China, South Korea, Indonesia, India, Pakistan, and they are all offering credits. I mean, If I'm not mistaken, if the question is regarding if the universities do not if the universities do not have the European credit transfer system at their home university, how those credits could be transferred back to their university, then the question can be answered by the content of the course, the course hours, and the home university can do the calculation about the value of the course, because each course delivered in our program value a credit. It's if it's not ECTS, it's the American system, the credit system. But in some universities, they just agree to transfer the credits by just looking at the how many hours this course was taken, which objectives were achieved, what are the outcomes of this course. So all of this information are revealed in our website. So if that's the question, this is the answer. We have had no problem, and mainly we get a lot of students coming from Pakistan. So as far as I know, the Pakistan here is not the question at stake, because otherwise we would have issues with the credit transfer. There has never been a problem with students coming from different parts of Pakistan at different universities. They were all able to transfer those credits back their home university.
Yeah, but then nextly, I think that Amir Sajjad Bey, he from the answer he got the new question regarding that if it's not an ECTS, how will it attract students from European region? What was like his?
It is ECTS. We work because Turkey is in the Erasmus zone, and we at our university, it depends where you form this short-term study program, because you use your own infrastructure, your own resources to form the courses. So since we are in the European territory, Erasmus territory, and our university work with the European credit transfer systems, we naturally offer ECTS credit-bearing courses. So if your university is somewhere else, for instance, in England, or in the United States, or in South America, then it doesn't have to be an ECTS. But as I explained, the course value, how the course is structured, can be converted into different credit transfer systems. So we have no problem in attracting students from Europe, and we have had no problem in attracting students from Asia, Southeast Asia, or even Southern America. By the way, the ECTS credit is a very good motivation for the students. It's a very good reason why the students enroll in these programs, but it's not the only reason. So if I refer my experiences, many students, they just take the course not with the sole intention of transferring these credits. Those students who are really in need of transferring credits, I could say that they are about 30%. So the 70% are just taking the course for the sake of learning something in depth. Whether they transfer the credits or not, it's not their biggest problem. But also they experience the other services that we offer in the program.
Thank you. And secondly, he was asking for if we could share your insight on attraction international students to Pakistan for short-term study program. It's like this. This is actually was addressed to you, Gürkan Bey.
Sorry, I couldn't really understand. If we could.
Like second question was that could you share your insight on attracting international students to Pakistan for the short-term study programs?
You mean, if I'm not mistaken, the question is how to attract students to go to Pakistan and join the short-term study programs in Pakistan?
I guess so. Like if Amir Sajjad Bey is.
That's correct. Yes, that's
Exactly.
I understood.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, this actually, Amir, this was all about attracting students. So if you follow all the ideas and our experiences, I'm sure the students would be attracted. Well, first of all the families, all the partner universities, all your stakeholders, let's say, in this making of the short-term study program, should be absolutely on the ease of mind that you provide a quality program in a safe and sound environment. So your university should guarantee with all the families, with all the to all your partner institutions, so that the students will be looked very very good after, and other than that, the accommodation, the whole package, if it's very compact and it includes all the courses, the accommodation, the social activity program, and if the price is attractive, it's reasonable, then this is the maximum that you can do in the beginning to attract the students. Other than that, another advice from me was that you start promoting your program like 8 months before the program begins. Sometimes, there are universities, they're just sending their promotion there. They say, our winter school is open for registration. And I checked the calendar, there's only like 3 weeks for us to promote it to our students, and the students need to make their decision, and they need to go and enroll and pay everything and get their acceptance letter within 3 weeks. That's not working. So you need to make it a long time before everything should be ready, and you need to promote it. And I've learned something, that you need to repeat it enough times so that the message really gets to the other end. It's not enough just to announce it one time. You need to announce it twice amount, so that everyone say, okay, there was a winter school there in Pakistan, or in this city. Okay, so you always need to make yourself remembered.
Exactly. What we were trying to do while we are doing the conferences, webinars, or other this kind of events. So another question for dear Mohammed Wahyu, and also from Amir Sajjad Khan. He is curious about that. He said that I see no scholarships being offered to students in the upcoming camp in 2024. How do you propose the program could attract the students from low-income economy? So he is curious about that. Do you have any kind of the scholarships in low-income countries, or any other type of the scholarships?
Yeah, thank you for the question, which I mentioned from the beginning. Actually, our program is mostly is full scholarship. Like every university only can get one full scholarship from each program. But for virtual we can prepare more slot for the scholarship. Yeah, but if your university doesn't have partner with IPS, you need to register as just regular application, and then we will some selection, and then from selection we choose which one is the best get full scholarship. Yeah, so as I mentioned before, that our strategy is still we are just using the fees, yeah, for the short-term program. But to be honest, mostly is we give the full scholarship, which means that the student doesn't need to pay anything, only cover for the flight Yeah, we cover everything from like the meals, the hotels, and then the Bromo trip, the course fee, the academic, the local transportation. For the rest, the participants is like visa and the flight. It will be covered. It will be covered by the participant itself. Why I say participant? Because my compact program is can be joined with students or staff. Yeah, so that's why I mentioned from the beginning, we create many things. If you cannot judge your program and then you want to join the virtual, because I believe like some of partners still very difficult to come to our program on site. That's why we still creating the virtual short-term program. Yeah, or either ways, you want the university would like to have another tailor-made program like Mr. Gurkhan's. So we may proposing that I give you example before, yeah, which kind of the program that you would like to request. Yeah, so we already give you many example, yeah, many example which cover many level background, many level purpose, many of the collaboration. Yeah, there's also some program who focus to the consortium. For example, if you're a university member UMAP, you can join this program. If you're a university member of the Erasmus, you can join this program. So we give you example, and of course, yeah, some we provide the most important thing. Even this is full scholarship, but we still prepare the credit. Yeah, the prepare the credit. We using our credit system. If I can share, yeah, because I believe the same question with Mr. Gurkhan. So this is how we gonna do the credit. Yeah, like Mr. Gurkhan mentioned, it's about sometimes it's not only about the transcript, but it's about how your university can get the structure of the programs. This is the example, how many hours, what you're gonna do, and how we assess. And then this is the system in ITS, so your university host can assess, can adjustment by themselves. So in which character, so how can I give you a score? So this one is actually more general, can cover all the credit system from all over the university. This system since 2015, and some Australia, US, European, even in Asia, they can accept this kind of this one, because they can get several of the breakdown, how we can break down each component assessment. Yeah, how can we break down each component of activities we mentioned about how's the courses, the name of the courses. This is the example from the social present in action. So this is one of our attractiveness when we do some short-term program. Sabina, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the nice explanation to you and to Gurkhan. And actually, based on the request we have received from our partner institutions, we will organize again the second part of this webinar. I see that there is a lot of interest and many questions. And we're really happy to have the cause of such interest from your side, all of you who was attended in this webinar. So in this context, due to the lack of the time and technical problem of our another speaker who will be supposed to be with us today, we will postpone their speech to the next second series of these short-term program studies, the best samples. So yeah, thank you for all of you to be with us. It was really nice to have you all here. Thank you, Dr. Wahyu, to accept our request. Dr. Gurkhan, also you, with such a nice samples, and to see that, to hear all the best practices which you guys do in the back in your countries and your institutions. Hope all these practices and all these what we were talking about will help to all the institutions who are really interested to upgrade or to make it establish such a study programs like you do back there. And as I told in the beginning, we will have the record of this webinar in our website. And for the new webinars, we will be announcing. So yeah, thank you for all for being us. If you have anything for the last to say, Dr. Gurkhan, Mohammed Wahyu, please.
Thank you. I thank you, the whole audience. It's been a pleasure to share our experiences. It was nice to see my brother Wahyu here. Even if we are on, different ends of the world, we always have the chance to meet. We were together in Rotterdam, for instance, and it was a pleasure to participate in this program together with Mr. Vayu as well. Thank you for organizing such a nice event, Sabina. And see you soon. Thank you.
And thank you so much as well, Sabina, for inviting me based on my brother recommendation, Mr. Gurkan. And thank you so much for hear my presentation. Just would like to mention, Euras member would like to join our contact program. Of course, we can provide some full scholarship in all the program, online and on-site. You can just go and then you just mention that you hear from the Euras, will be considered to accept you in the full scholarship program. That's a very good news. And the second one, thank you so much, and hopefully we can see you in ITS in any program or any partnership. Thank you, terima kasih.
Thank you again, and for sure, the attendees of the webinar, they will get. There is a question about the attendance certificates. For sure, those are who will in the webinar, they will get their certificates regarding the attendance. So yeah, thank you all again. See you in the next webinar. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Bye. Have a good day. Thank you.
Bye.